4 weeks to get into the best shape of your life. What do you do?
First thing I'm looking to do is
any meal I'd have then would just be protein only, try and keep my protein as high as possible. Then if I got like the hunger I couldn't manage, I'd just...
How many times have you been like, I really need to be in shape in 4 weeks, I'm going on holiday? You can talk about, oh, well, you know, slow and steady, but that's not how a lot of people work. So what I would probably do is, if I did that now and in 4 weeks, I would 100% be photo shoot ready.
I'm Ryan Stevens.
Dr. Taylor Waters. I'm Ben Olliver.
Welcome to the Supra Human Show, yeah?
You've got 4 weeks to get into the best shape of your life. What do you do?
panic. Panic first, and once that's settled.
Once the initial panic has settled. So, let's just, let's play this out. Like, if you had to lose the maximum amount of body fat in 28 days to look good for 1 day.
So someone said you got a photo shoot. John's messaged you now, Ben. We got a photo shoot.
Big
coming
John's
up
on the phone and said we're doing a podcast shoot. You've got 4 weeks to get in shape, and you've got like a 3 hours of 1 day where you have to look good. You don't have to maintain it, but like you just have to look good for that one photo shoot. What's your approach? So I'll go. Yeah, Taylor, you can go first.
If John messaged me and said, mate, you got a photo shoot in 4 weeks, I'd start going through my CV, I think, first.
Indeed.com.
Start applying.
John, I'm 12 weeks out.
First thing I'm looking to do is I'm going to get my diet in a position whereby I can drop maximum body fat and maintain as much muscle as possible. So I'm going to go harsh deficit, which I'm going to stick volume through the roof.
So let's because I mean all three of us are probably going to say things similar, but I'm
going to go specific.
But what's the day going to look like for you?
Yeah. Oh, from a diet wise, I'm going to drop calories. What I could tolerate over a 4 week period, 1,500 calories, maybe 1,400 calories. I could probably squeeze that out for a 4 week block. All right, especially my job's on the line, Christ. And then, so I'm talking breakfast, I'm going, carbohydrate-wise, I'm just going fruit and veggies. There's going to be no dense carbs in there at all. Mm-hmm. So breakfast, I'm probably going to go egg whites, bacon medallions, all pan-fried together with mushrooms and onions. So I'm going to stink. But I'm just going max volume there. So just loads of protein in one. Again, fats and carbs, I'd probably just stick through the floor. Mm-hmm. Like I'm just going to accept the fact that my fats are going to be through the rock bottom. I'm just going to go protein and fiber the whole way through. Lunch then I'm going a massive chicken salad or a massive tuna salad of some sort. And then evening meal, I'm going again a leaner protein source, whether it be chicken. I'll probably stick with chicken the whole time. And I just go stir fry veggie, add a load of sodium to it, and just get that diet done. No change, rinse that straight through. Massive volume. I tell you, I'm going to be fighting my head off as well with all the fiber, and I'm probably going to be backed up.
Right. We'll just do diet because then we'll go back around and do training and peaking and everything afterwards. Yeah. Right. Diet.
So I would go as close to protein only as I possibly could. If I couldn't manage the hunger anymore, I'd add in like veggies, like what Taylor said. But in terms of calorie wise, as little as I could possibly go.
And how much do you reckon you're tolerating for a 4 week period?
I reckon I could probably do some days 1,000, some days maybe 1,500. So like 4 weeks, because I know there's an end in sight. I can muscle through.
On average, 1250, do you reckon?
Yeah, I reckon I could do on average. But like if it was there on some days, I'd take it. Like, and any meal I'd have then would just be protein only to try and keep my protein as high as possible. Yeah. Then if I got like the hunger I couldn't manage, I'd just add in like buckets of lettuce, cucumber, anything to just try and fill my stomach up.
It's gone from not like I'd add in a bit of fiber, buckets of lettuce.
Just like, remember my what I used to call them, like super salads on the back end of prep. I used to have like a kilo of lettuce, one big thing of cucumber.
Kilo put in
well, like a big head of lettuce, like it's massive when you put it in. Massive thing of cucumber, like a full on length one.
Do you put that down whole, or do you cut that?
Just grab it like that. I used to have 400 grams of raw mushrooms, not even cooked raw. And then I used to fry.
Because you lose the mass when you cook them.
This is how bad it was.
Rough.
And then I used to, what else put in there? Oh, I used to fry some onions and put that in there. and then cut up 3 whole peppers for that, and then just a protein source on top, which is normally chicken, and then buckets of like salt and pepper over the top.
Gigantic.
It used to be, do you know, no joke, it was my kid's sick bowl, if there ever is like that. It was a massive big bowl, I suppose, because that's the only thing we were fitting in. It was just eating.
It's huge.
Yeah, dude. So I would just do that, and then salt and pepper over the top of it then, and just because it makes it taste a little bit better. That's what I would do from a diet standpoint.
So much math.
Yeah. Oh, what would you do?
Probably, I would probably do. I think initially to kick things off, I would probably fast for like 36 to 48 hours. I would,
really good.
so because like for one, I'm like, well, this is gonna suck, but this is gonna be the worst part of the whole thing because like that 2 days eating nothing sucks.
It's a good
But
idea.
also it makes the 1500 a bit more tolerable
Yeah.
when you get it. But also it's like I'll basically just clear out. Like I'll just empty the tank really quick because you would empty the tank that first week anyway. But I'm like, I'll just do it in day one, like just completely empty and deplete. Then I would probably do
So slow approach to start.
yeah. I would do around I think 1500 to 1800 cows, like 3 or 4 days a week, and the other days I would just do shakes only, and I would go like 800 cows. And I would
just shake it.
And I would literally do like 3 protein shakes and it would because I could not eat for a day fine, but like consistently low calories I fucking hate.
It's like drip fed. Yeah.
Whereas like if you average that out, it's probably like 1100 cows a day. But I would rather do like 1600 one day, 800 the next, and then alternate it. So I would literally do like maybe shakes all day and then like chicken and soup for dinner or something. But it would end up at like 800 cows.
Oh yeah, soups. I'm bringing in. I was talking complete nonsense at the start. You can edit that part out. No, what I would do is I would definitely have 2 meals a day. I wouldn't go 3. I would fast early.
Yeah.
I would have a meal around like 1 p.m. and I'd have a meal around 9 p.m. And it would be soup city.
Yeah.
I like just mad like what I was having last time. I was bringing carrot and coriander soup, and it's like you're gonna have like 600 gram of it for like 90 cals. So I'd be having like 1.2 kilos of soup and chicken.
Yeah. So
I currently have 2 meals now. I probably have 1. You know, I like the idea of fasting in the beginning, though. Even like what we do with some clients, have like high and low days. Because like if you're going to be hungry on like 1200, you may as well go 800 and have an extra 400 on one day.
It gives you something to look forward to.
Yeah.
Like it's the constant monotony that would eat me alive.
Yeah.
So I would because also like I found if I just do shakes, I'm less hungry than if I start eating a meal, I'm now food focused. Whereas if I can wake up and just be like, food is not on the cards today. Like it's like I have these 3 shakes that taste bang average. I wouldn't even get a nice flavored protein. It would be like I might even get like the whey hydrolysate that's almost like squash. So it's like today is just no food. And then
It just feels like a drink.
And then the next day would feel like a treat that it's like, I get 3 meals today. And so I think from an adherence standpoint for 4 weeks, like 1 week, I would just do fuck all week.
Yeah.
But like for 4 weeks, I would probably alternate it.
God, I'd be smashing like Diet Coke.
Yeah.
Oh god, I'd have no teeth left by the end. The photo shoot would be serious. It wouldn't be a smile. I think this sort of highlight as well, where again people say like you shouldn't go aggressive into fat loss, but you always got to look at long-term solutions and short-term solutions. They are different because generally what I've experienced is people. For short term, aggressive actually works really well because it like from a motivation standpoint, like you said, I can be motivated to not eat all day if I know the next day I've got a higher calorie day than normal. So to be motivated through the whole 4 weeks, you've got to give yourself these like wins.
Yeah.
And it's like if you can go more aggressive here, you get a little bit more here. So like the extremes, they actually work in your favor and can work in your favor short term. Now, extremes over long run are likely not going to have the same outcome, but it's a different goal. We're talking about here 4 weeks to try and get in photo shoot shape from where you are now. Like that's what we're looking at. So the strategies that we're employing here,
They're
just
not,
like
they're
when
not made to be sustainable.
yes,
Like,
when we have a client who's like, oh, I overate on the weekend, I'm going to fast for 2 days. Like that's not the right solution for that problem.
That's a knee-jerk reaction to I messed up my plan and I'm going to compensate for it. This is a planned, structured approach for 4 weeks, knowing that it's not for ideal behavior or longevity. It's not the most healthiest thing to do, but like this is like I love this kind of stuff because it's real. Whereas like how many times have you been like, I really need to be in shape in 4 weeks, I'm going on holiday, like, and I really want to I don't want to be a fat fuck like when I go. But like you can talk about, oh, well, you know, slow and steady, like, but that's not how a lot of people work.
And that's not the position that I'm in.
Yeah.
I've got 4 weeks. Slow and steady doesn't work.
And I can't be fat at a photo shoot.
And I think as long as the expectations are very clear at the start, where it's like the approach that we're going to use is not sustainable. Like I'm not condoning to do this long term. Like it's very likely you're going to rebound after this. Like, and again, we've said you're getting ready for the photo shoot. I plan on gaining all the weight back the following week. Yeah. Like this isn't going to be, oh, I'm going to get shredded in 4 weeks and then stay lean for the rest of the year. Because this is going to tire me out and I'm not going to want to diet. So it's
the right tool for the right job.
Yeah. Short-term fix, short-term solution.
Yeah.
Right. So now let's go resistance training. What's your approach with resistance training?
Chest and arms.
Chest and arms every day. Yeah.
Bench and arms and nothing else.
Yeah.
No, I'm going photo shoot. Man, I might even can off the legs. For a photo shoot, my legs are going to hang on for 4 weeks because I'm going to be doing a boatload of steps for a start. I probably would do a little bit of extension, a little bit of curl. So again, I'm going to be fatigued. So I'm going to use a lot of isolation work. I'm not going to lean heavy into like squats, deads, big compound lifts, which again, I would program in a normal program. But for this goal, I just need to maximize muscle retention and not fatigue myself into the ground as to where I can't sustain what I'm doing for the next 4 weeks. So I would just go like, I would isolate, like, you know, I'd literally do like upper body twice a week, lower body once a week. And they would be hard sets to failure. Volume would be relatively low, which is probably a mistake I made in my prep days. My volume was way too high. My volume was way. I was trying to expend in the gym, and I would fatigue myself to the back ass of hell. But yeah, I would go low volume, high intensity, isolation most of the time. I do a couple of compounds. Upper body 2 days a week, lower body once a week. That's it. I'm out.
Yeah.
And lower body would literally be leg extension, leg curl, back extension, leg press. Done.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I would probably do 3 days a week. Maybe even two. And I might just do 2 full body workouts where it's like a leg press, a dumbbell press, and a row, and then maybe like some curls and push downs just to feel good, like something like that. Maybe I'd either do that 3 times a week, and then I might drop it to 2 as I get closer. So like first 2 weeks might be 3, and then drop it to 2 because I'm just going to be knackered.
Yeah.
But I would probably be doing at most 3 working sets per exercise. But I would make them hard. Like I'd be going to like 1 shy of failure on them. But I wouldn't be.
Nah, that's for pussies.
Yeah.
Full send every time.
I wouldn't be, as you said, I wouldn't be going in the gym to like deplete myself or like to try and burn calories. It's literally just a means to, because at the end of the day, 4 weeks, like if I'm lifting any kind of weight, I'm probably going to lose a bit of muscle anyway because it's such an aggressive approach. Like the goal of the 4 weeks, I'm not trying to come in as big as I can. And so just by lifting 2 or 3 days a week, I'm going to retain the majority of my muscle and still look sharp. But I would rather be 5 pounds leaner and lose a pound of muscle than not have that 5 pounds, but have that pound of muscle. Like visually, it's gonna look much better.
Yeah. Like losing a pound of muscle over your full body, you won't even notice it.
Yeah. Especially in a photo.
Yeah.
Crikes, you got no concept in a photo. It's just like some guys are shredded and they look jacked, but then when you see them in person, they're quite small.
Yeah. And I would do the same as you. Like I would probably wouldn't do isolation, but I would use machines. So it'd be like a chest supported row, a chest press, a shoulder press machine, a preacher curl, like a push down, like leg press. I'm not going to do anything that involves hard lower back stuff because one, I'm going to be tired. I'm going to be walking all the time. But also, I wouldn't want to injure myself in 4 weeks because if that puts me out and I can't walk, then I'm fucked.
Yeah.
And so it's like the job is to keep the lower body working so I can get the output.
Yeah. Machines, you're spot on there as well. Machines, just like the risk of injury is lower. I'm not having to like load up barbells and stuff.
And if the volume's lower, like machines are made for like they got good strength curves to put tension where they need to go. And so if you're really trying to maximize muscle retention, machines are probably a bit better because if I'm just doing like a bench press, I'm quite a tricep dominant bench presser. Like my chest might not be getting worked in those 4 weeks because I'm just benching. Whereas if I do like an incline chest press, that's probably a bit better for it.
Yeah. I wouldn't train. Screw it.
Yeah, you wouldn't bother. Yeah.
I would do 2 days a week, one upper and then one full body. But the full body would just include hamstring curls and goblet squats. I train in my garage. I don't have machines, so then the rest of the stuff would just be low fatigue stuff like chest supported row, curls, triceps.
It's sort of that's more how when I was bodybuilding. That's more how I used to train as well. Like when the goal was just muscle mass, like strength. Strength in those movements I cared about, but in terms of my general strength, I didn't care. I was like, I just want as much muscle as possible. Backfires when you start trying to lift heavy again.
100%.
It is mad, isn't it? How you can go from when you just train on like machines just for like muscle mass, you can get really strong on those machines, and it doesn't cross over to like your stereotypical strength movements at all.
I think one thing that we all try to do here is like the minimum dose response. We just wanted something to maintain muscle whilst we get as lean as possible. And then I would just rack up my steps. I mean, there is no upper limit.
That's the next thing. Cardio and steps. Would you do any specific cardio or would you just walk?
I think I just walk. I just walk.
I would probably live on my desk treadmill, like my walking pad.
Yeah, walking
But I would probably use a stationary bike slowly. Just from I'm probably going to get sick of walking and my knees and hips are probably going to hurt after a while.
Off. What I find is the bottoms of your feet start to hurt and stuff.
If anything, it's just a little bit of novelty, much like the food cycle, like calorie cycling, bike and treadmill, because I'll have some days and I'll be like, the idea of getting on my treadmill now, I just don't want to. I'll sit and watch a show or work on my laptop whilst just plodding on the bike.
Yeah.
Basically, I'm going to try and continuously move through the day. But like steps wise, I'm going to be looking at 15K minimum, closer to 20. I would try and shoot for. And so what I would probably do is 15 on training days, 20 on my non-training days. Because I've just got more time. Like I'd be walking for 2 to 3 hours a day.
I would just do steps.
Just steps.
Like no cardio, just increase my movement throughout the day. You know,
I do like the idea of the steps and the bike because again, I think if I went from maybe not now because I run a fair bit more, but say now I went from my old step count of just like I'd be like 8K a day or something, and then I went to 20. I would probably get my feet would start to play up, or my IT band would start to play up. So by spreading the expenditure out a little bit, like nothing's gonna get like drastic overuse. So you're gonna because like the last thing you want to do is get 2 weeks into this 4-week crash, and you end up like I can't even walk anymore. My feet are shot. So by spreading out a little bit more, there's definitely some rationale.
Maybe we should do it, lads. Set a 4-week period, do before and after the back episode, the final transformation.
Mate, we say now, I go 1,500 calories. I get 2 days in. I mean, but I'm starving.
Right, so that's steps, training, nutrition. Any supplements?
If I was, if my job was on the line,
we'll do the natural supplements first, and then we can do
then the Mexican
the
ones.
hypothetical Mexican enhanced.
So from if I'm going down the hypothetical enhanced, what the fuck am I going to do with the normal ones?
So no, just say supplements in general. And
I put my creatine up to 20 grams a day. Does that work?
So no subs, no natural subs.
I would, I'd put a multivitamin in there for sure, and I'd probably put an electrolyte in there as well, because I'm probably going to be sweating a fair bit with all the walking that I'm doing. And from a nutrient intake standpoint, I might end up with some deficiencies with the diet that I'll be running. So multivitamin, electrolytes out.
Yeah. I would probably do the same. I would probably have a fiber powder on hand just because I tend to go real low fiber in general.
Yeah.
But
pre-workout, because I'm probably going to be pretty tired.
yeah, I mean, I don't mind pre-workouts. I prefer just coffee and salt.
Yeah, some sort of
Monster energy drinks.
Yeah.
But and I probably would do this with even with the deficit, I would probably put 20 to 30 grams of carbs, probably 20 grams in a drink that I would start sipping, going to the gym, and I would sip it whilst I'm training, just as like for that 1 hour, I've got something in me to like push, because otherwise I'll do 2 sets and you just flatten out and you just get really depleted. But I would probably put a little bit in there just to keep me going.
I could say I'm going to take like a multivit and a creatine and stuff,
wouldn't.
but would I actually do it? No.
No.
I didn't. I forgot to take it when I
That's
had it.
it's why we love you, right? You're just honest.
It's like, I should take this, but am I actually going to do it? No.
Because I was thinking like a fish oil, and it's like I wouldn't take it. I would just forget. It's like it's 4 weeks, like whatever.
That's exactly what I would think. Oh, that's 4 weeks. I'm going to be all right.
Yeah. Okay, if we're doing the enhanced route,
So if we're going enhanced, are we going like
no, we'll go
therapeutic
Yes.
enhanced? Yeah.
Yes.
Or just like Mexico?
no.
Because if we go Mexico, it's give me the kitchen sink.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, for 4 weeks, whatever. But no,
The same as the salad in Subway. What do you want? What have you got? What can I have?
I've got $300. Yeah. So from a therapeutic side,
Okay.
legally prescribed.
Yes.
Sups.
Okay, I would go to my doc and I would say, how comfortable are you ramping my TRT dose up?
Okay.
And like, what would you be willing to ramp that up to? So let's say therapeutic, he would say, I'm willing to do 200. I go, okay, sound. Then I'd be like, I've got a photo shoot in 4 weeks and I need to look my sharpest. Do you have any Anavar for prescription? And he would say, yes, 20 milligrams a day. And I would say, any more? He'd say no, and I'd say that'll do then, 20 milligram a day. Then I would say, what about that growth hormone you also sell? And he would say, do you want some of that as well? I'd say yes. And then he'd give me some of that at a therapeutic of like 2 IUs a day.
Yeah. Okay.
So again, there's nothing there, I know we're sort of joking around a little bit, but there's nothing there which is like medical prescription.
They're all legally prescribed.
Of Anavar, 20 milligram, very normal.
Yep.
Testosterone, 200, very normal. Growth hormone, 2 IU, very normal. That's not bodybuilder dosing or whatever you want to say.
Yeah. I think I would do exactly the same. I know like the peptides are a bit newer now. But again, if I got 4 weeks and I can get my hands on some SLU or some MOTSI or something, I'll be like, why not?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'll throw that in as well.
You're a little bit more advanced at that stuff than me. I don't know too much about those ones.
I think the only other thing which I would do is I would probably run the old ECA stack. So because ephedrine, caffeine, and aspirin, and because you can get ephedrine in the US through Broncaid, because there's like 10 milligrams of ephedrine in it. So I've been told. But I would probably do an ECA stack like twice a day.
Yeah.
Just like pre steps in the morning or something.
The creatine can go out the window now, kind of.
Yeah, that's what I mean. When you say about the natural, I'm like, I would definitely go down the GLP-1 route.
Ooh.
And if we are going down a GLP-1 route, I'm not having 1,500. I'm cutting down to 1,000. So again, there's got to be more context here. I'm going to make decisions.
I would probably, for 4 weeks, I don't think retatrutide isn't available yet to be prescribed.
Tirzepatide is probably
it's like a GLP-2.
Okay.
So I would see how I go, but maybe throw that in from a hunger standpoint, and that's purely that's purely
I
what
don't
I'd
need
use
to
it
see
for.
how I go. That's going in as soon as I get the text. I'm going right, Ma. Get me the tirzepatide out.
I think the only other one, which I guess you could call it a supplement, but it's kind of not, is nicotine. I am a fan of nicotine just from a stimulant and appetite suppression standpoint. nicotine, ECA stack, TRT, like testosterone, Anavar, growth hormone, maybe a GLP.
No stones left.
I'll tell you what. If you did all of that for 4 weeks, if I did that now and in 4 weeks, I would 100% be photo shoot ready.
Yeah, if you're sitting around 15% body fat,
Yeah.
so like obviously if you're like 260 pounds, 4 weeks ain't gonna do nothing.
I'll tell you what, you'd probably still lose 30 odd pounds though.
You probably you look a lot closer to photo shoot ready.
You won't be photo shoot ready though.
No. But if you're sitting around 15%, so like glazed over, you're not photo shoot ready, but you're in shape.
Yeah.
If you did that for 4 weeks, you'd definitely be photo shoot ready.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be stage ready, but you'd be photo shoot ready.
Yeah. But I like the conversation because part of me is kind of like, now would you rather do a slower approach that takes 12 to 16 weeks, same starting point, or just get it done in 4 weeks and be aggressive? Because I prefer the aggressive approach. Like I like the pressure. It allows me to stick to my plan better. I like just like, again, like we've always said, like moderation doesn't sell. You know, it's like the aggressive, it's more enticing, like it's a little bit harder. I like the faster change on the scale. Whenever I start a diet, first 2 weeks, scale doesn't budge. Even though I look better every week, it's like scale doesn't do anything. It's really annoying. But like a more aggressive approach, I see the scale coming. I was like, oh, it's happening. And then it's like, you know, like you push the rock over the top of the hill and you're like, I'm going now. Like, and it's like, I've done the hardest bit. First week of a diet, it's always shit because you're just like, well, I still look like shit and I feel like shit. But then when you start to see it, then you're like, okay, I'm good.
I think aggressive approaches are great. I think where people fall short is that they don't have a backout plan. So like once the aggressive part's over, it's like they just go back doing what they were doing.
And so that's the caveat to them is like, when I've done those aggressive approaches, it's like there is a rebound afterwards. And I don't balloon up, but it's like I don't maintain that shape.
It's controlled.
You pretty much go back to what you were before. There was no long-term
There's a faster recovery process. You know, within 2 to 3 weeks, it's like you're up 10 pounds and you feel back to normal. Whereas, you know, a slower approach, you could probably hold on to the look for longer.
Whereas I think after the last photo shoot we did, I actually walk around leaner now than I used to. I walk around leaner now than I did pre-shoot.
So last little bit then, peaking for the photo shoot, because like we said, you only got to be ready for those like 3 hours. You've been running on empty for 4 weeks. Like, what's your peak week strategy going into the?
Do you want to take this first?
into the shoot? Because I'll tell you now, like I have had a lot of clients do photo shoots, and they're like, "What should I do with my peak week?" And I'm like, "Don't like." Because one, you're not lean enough to benefit from a peak, but also it's like with peak weeks, you could look 10% better and you have a 90% chance of fucking it up and looking 20% worse. Why rock the boat?
You've put $100 on a bet for a potential 110 back. No, just keep the $100 bucks. Because if you lose it, you lose $100. It's pointless.
Like I always say, if you look good on the Monday, you're going to look good on the Saturday with a photo shoot. You know? So the only thing I may do, which is what we did for the photo shoot, especially if you've been running like 1,000 calories or whatever for 4 weeks, and if I was actually ready, if I still had fat to pull off, I would just go straight in as normal, treat her as normal. But let's say I was peeled to the bone, like when I did a bodybuilding show, I would literally probably carb up front load of the week and just see how I looked as the week went on, and probably tape it off into the photo shoot. That's what I would do.
I think because the challenge always lies when you got two options. You can come in full and be a bit more pumped, or you can come in like a bit dehydrated and look a little bit leaner. But it's like, it depends what you are coming in. And given what we've just discussed, the chances are I'm not that lean. So
just dive straight in.
So I may as well just diet straight in. But if I would, like the last photo shoot we did, I did come in, I was happy with the condition that I was in. Like, could I be leaner? Yeah, for sure. But I was lean enough for the shot. So I do like the approach. And this is where I remember I had a housemate before who did a bodybuilding show, and we always spoke about how you always look better after. You fill out, you know, your carb stores fill out, sodium is high, water's high, and you just pump up, but you're still lean and you look great. And he was like, well, he was doing a show and he got ready a couple of weeks early, and he was like, and this show he was entering was shit. It was just like a very low standard show. And he was like, I'm going to enter that show But he was like, do you know we always say, like, you always look better after like a binge on like junk food. He was like, I'm going to do that going into that one. So he went on genuine now. He had, in about 3 days, he had Domino's, KFC, Mackey's. He had like loaves of bread. He just hammered stuff, donuts he was eating. And he went, I'm just going to do it and see how it goes. I mean, he looked sick. He looked, I mean, he walked out on stage. He looked so jacked as he came out. And he was still lean. Like, he didn't like glaze over or anything. Like, again, could he have been leaner? Yeah, but he was lean enough for the show, definitely. And he looked so full. I remember thinking, holy shit. So whenever I've done something that's not that, like, there's no, because like the risk is you mess that up, you look a bit glazed, and you lose a pretty rubbish show, so who cares? So for the photo shoot, I was like, I'm going to hammer, what was it? We had like the 5 guys the night before. The morning of, we had like pancakes and stuff. If anything, I would have gone a bit more aggressive, but not, the problem is going that aggressive so close, you're bloated, you feel full. So I didn't want to eat anything else because I was like, oh, my stomach feels like it's out here. I would probably do like, if I was going to do a photo shoot again and I was that lean, I'd probably do 3 days. 3 days of eating what I want. I wouldn't force it, but I would have a pizza. I'd have a couple of burgers in there, and I would just cruise into the show like that and just see how it went. Because I've never. Every time I've done that, it's always taken like 4, 5, 6 days before I start to look worse. The first 3 days, I look better and better and better and better.
Like, oh, you're just playing catch up, really, aren't you, from like the massive deficit you're in?
Yeah. Because again, even if you gained a pound of body fat, but a pound of body fat and all that extra like fullness and worth pump up, it's for me the trade-off's there. So I'm like,
I tell you, I would fuel up, like you said, on foods which were the opposite of what I was doing to drop body fat. So like low volume, like high cals, sodium, you know?
Fat, carb, salt.
Imagine going into my photo shoot with my king salad, it's just like a gut out there, like
you're still soft, and then you blasted all that as well. Pump's good though.
I think I would just I would keep my food, like my meals and my water intake and my salt intake, really consistent that last week. And then I would just probably 2 days before eat rice with my meals.
Just ramp up the carbs.
Just ramp up the carbs.
Yeah.
And then I think like just before the shoot, I would do some sugar, some sweets, a coffee, and then pump up. But I wouldn't do anything crazy. Like, I tend to fill out pretty quick. But I would rather, like, all I would need is enough for glycogen to get a pump. Yeah. But like you said, it's like I wouldn't go full as a house. It's like I just need some so I don't look flat.
Yeah. Given this context where you've had to try and get photo shoot lean in 4 weeks, I think you're not going to be shredded. No. So you're better off just cruising in, fill out a little bit so you're not flat as a pancake, and then take whatever you got when you get there.
I tell you one thing, so I had a client before tell me about obviously this situation, but he was like more like for a vacation. He was like, oh, what should I do leading up to my vacation to peak for it? I was like, you're going to be peaking on your week vacation anyway. Like, just go out there. You're going to
go away on a Monday, you'll be peaked by Tuesday.
I do the same thing with Scott. It's like we'll do like a really like a, not even a carb up, but like we'll just take him away from death calories for like 1 to 2 days, and I'll be like, you're gonna carb up in 2 days whilst you're out there, and then you'll look good and you won't spill over for because if we peak you now, you're just gonna spill over for a week and then look soft.
You get out there and you're glazed by day 2.
Day 1 at the pool, glazed over straight away.
At least survive 3 days out there.
I wouldn't dehydrate. No, I would keep my water and salt exactly the same. I'd never look better cutting water.
No, always. That's one. For my first few shows, I always used to cut water, and I always look worse. I'd be backstage and pump up. I mean, I feel so small. I feel so like drained.
If anything, I would increase my water intake that last week. But so that's so good. That's some good tips there. If you guys have 4 weeks to get into the best shape you can, it's not a bad structure to use. Just know that it's made for 4 weeks. It's not sustainable. You're probably going to rebound afterwards. Maybe even gain more weight than where you were 4 weeks prior. So these are all questions that you have to ask yourself before making your approach for an aggressive diet. I think the more times you've done an aggressive diet, the better you get at them and able to handle the hunger and the rebound and everything. But, if you're that way inclined and you prefer sprints rather than the marathons, not a completely silly approach to look at.
Yep.
Awesome. Thank you as always, guys, for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, and YouTube. And we'll see you next time.
If you love this show, please like, share, and leave us a 5-star review so that we can help more people. I'm John Madsen, reminding you to always go get what's yours.